Today we will see next point in structure chapter, that is structure and pointer. Okay. So next point is structure and pointers. In that, how to access data members of the structure using structure pointer. Clear? We know the pointers. Pointer stores the address of variable. Okay. If it is int pointer, then that pointer stores the address of another integer variable. If it is float pointer, stores the address of another type of float variable. Clear? It is a use of pointer. Next point, structure pointer. Clear? We know that how to create structure variables. Now how to create structure pointers, and using structure pointer, how we can access the members of structure. Clear? So for that purpose, we take one structure. We create one structure. Suppose struct student. In that, we can create some data members of that structure. So data members are integer, roll number, semicolon. Next data member is suppose character array, name of 10, and third variable, that is float marks. These are the data members of structure struct stud. Okay. After that, give semicolon. So this is called as structure definition. We can create structure type of data type. This is a data type. Okay. This is the one data type. We cannot create structure variable. There are number of options available. How to create structure variable? Using that struct stud, we can create structure variables globally, locally, or here also. Don't use semicolon. You can directly write the name of the structure. For example, S semicolon. Okay, here S is called as structure variable, and roll number, name, and marks are called as structure data members or structure fields. Clear? After that, then S becomes now global. As well as we can declare that structure or create the structure variable inside the main function also. Okay, then what happens? That data type becomes local data type. We can create the variables of structure student only inside main function. If we declare it or define it inside the main. But most of time data types are global one. Okay, we can use data types in any, suppose int is a data type, where we use in any type of function, not only main. Suppose swap is another user defined function, we can use in swap function also. So int data type is a global data type, we can use everywhere. Like that, suppose we want that struct student is a global data type, so define it above the main function. Clear? Okay, we can define it inside the main or above the main. But most of time all the data types are global one. That's why we define it above the main function. Next, so this is simple. Okay, another one. We can not just declare, we can initialize here also using equal to. S equal to what? For example, roll number is equal to 1, comma, name is equal to xyz, double quotes, and marks is equal to suppose 80.90%, curly brackets, semicolon. Okay, like that. This is another way of initializing structure variable. We can initialize the structure variable like that. Okay, this initialization is called as global initialization. We can initialize that S variable. S is a global variable. Initialize it above the main function. Clear? So there are number of variety of ways of declaring structure variable as well as initializing structure variable. Clear? Okay. Next. So here we just declare it For example, structure student S. Okay. After that, we can write main function void main. Also note that above the main function you can include #include con.h and stdio.h header file. That is compulsory part. Okay. Next, what is the next part? We have to initialize s variable dynamically, that is at the runtime or statically. Both are possible. We can initialize it dynamically. How? For that, printf enter name or enter roll number /n double quotes complete semicolon. After that, scanf %d. Don't write /n in any scanf function. Okay. /n is for formatting, that is go to the new line while displaying the data on the console. Okay. At the time of scanning, we cannot write /n. We give some another results at the time of runtime. Okay. It does not use any syntactical error. So don't write /n in the scanf statement. Only write %d, comma, where we want to store the name, roll number. Before that, just memory management. This is your RAM, random access memory. How many variables are there in this program now? Only one variable is present. These are not the variables. These are data members of structure. S is only the structure variable. Okay, and memory management is done by compiler only for variables. Okay, so S is the variable. For that, static memory management is done on the RAM. S dot roll number, then S dot name starts from 0 to S dot name ends with 9, and after that S dot marks. Okay. Suppose base address of this physical address, that is physical address. These are the logical names given to that address location, and this is the physical address which is fixed. Okay. After that, total how many bytes are reserved for S type of variable? 10 plus 2 plus 4. Float requires 4 bytes, character requires 2, 10 bytes, and roll number requires 2. So total 16 bytes block. So last block address is 115. Clear? Because all these data members are arranged in contiguous memory location. Contiguous means lagar, salag. Okay. After that, what happens? Okay. Enter roll number. Where we want to store the roll number of the student? S dot roll number. So use ampersand address of S dot roll number. Semicolon. Okay. Next is a printf /n what name. Enter name /n semicolon. Where we want to store it? Scanf %s. Don't write ampersand while scanning the string. If it is character, use ampersand. But if it is string, don't use ampersand while scanning the string. So just write what? S dot name. Because why? Because S dot name itself is a base address of that string. What we want? We want to store the scanning string %s, then blinking of cursor for string. Okay. When you enter any string and press the enter, then that string is moved. Which address location? S dot name. Don't write ampersand here because S dot name itself is a base address of that string. Clear? So don't write ampersand. After that, what? Printf enter marks slash n double quotes complete, then scanf percentage f double quotes complete. Now use ampersand s dot marks. So while running this program, on the console, first message is enter roll number. User enters the roll number. Suppose roll number is 1. Then 1 is stored here, in this address location. Then enter name. User enters the name. Suppose XYZ and press enter. Then that name is stored in XYZ and /0. That is the fourth character. Okay. After that, enter the marks. Suppose user enters 90%, then 90 marks are stored in address of s dot marks. And how it is stored? 90.0, because it is a float. 90 is converted into floating value. Okay, is that clear? Okay. So what is the next task? How we assign the values to the data member of s? By using dot operator. Because we can access the data members of the structure using s by dot operator. Clear? Now next task is what we use? We use pointer. Which type of pointer? Structure pointer. This is a structure variable. Now what we have to create? We have to create structure pointer type of variable. This is a simple variable of structure type. Now we create the structure pointer type of variable. So how we can create it? Suppose here struct student. This is our data type. Then write pointer. Okay, and write name of the pointer. Suppose p. P is a pointer type of variable. Clear? But which type? Struct student pointer. Now p stores the address of what? Struct student variable. Not int, not float. If simple variable is there, suppose in main integer a is equal to 10. Clear? So we don't write p is equal to address of a. Is it possible? No. We cannot store address of a because a of type int. For storing address of a, what we require? We require integer pointer. We cannot store address of a in the p pointer because p of type struct student pointer. Okay, so what we store? Address of s we can store into p. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. That means we can store address of s, okay, into p. What happens? So simply for p is a pointer type. So on which type of memory? Stack memory. S is on which memory partition? Global partition. And P is on the stack partition. And what P stores now? We can assign P is equal to address of S. That is, what is the address of S means? S having how many addresses actually? 16. Each byte having different physical address. But which address we want to store? Base address. What is the base address of that S? 100. That address is stored where? In P. Okay. And where P points now? P points to this address location. Clear? Understood? So P is the structure pointer. Clear? Okay. So next point is, now what is the aim? We have to access all structure data members using P. Is it possible? Yes, because now P points to S. S is a structure variable. Now we can access it. Okay. Before that, simply how we can access means I want to display printf roll number is equal to percentage d, comma. General way. How we can access through S roll number of the student? Just simply S dot roll number. Is that clear? Okay. So what if roll number is equal to 1? At the runtime, roll number is equal to 1 is displayed on the console. Okay, so similar way we have to access roll number of that particular student using structure pointer. So how we can access it? Okay, so printf, same way, roll number is equal to percentage d comma. Now what? How we can access through p? So how we can access through p? Value at that location, pointer p. Okay, just pointer p. What it gives you? Value at that address location. But at that address location there are 3 data members. Which value you want? It is not recognized by generally pointer p means what? Okay, it does not use all the values, roll number, name and marks. No. Clear? So we have to specify which value we want. Which data members value you want? Pointer p stores the address of whole structure variable. Now in that, which value you want? You want roll numbers value. So how we can write? Pointer p dot roll number. Is that clear? Pointer p dot roll number. Okay, means whatever may be the address stored in the pointer p, its roll numbers value. That variable's roll numbers value we want. Okay, clear? But there is a problem. Okay, while if you complete only we want roll number, so after that just write get ch and complete the main function, save this function as structure pointer dot c, compile it, run it. What happens? There is one error. This line gives you error. Why? Is it correct notation? Yes. Because how to access roll number, data member of the structure? Using s dot operator. Similarly, how we can access using structure pointer? P dot name, P dot roll number, P dot marks. Yes, correct. It is correct. Value at that location means what? We have to give pointer. What happens here? We know that every operator having some precedence. What? Every operator having some precedence. Here, two operators are there. Dot operator, that is member accessing operator in structure, is called as member accessing operator in structure, and star operator, that is called as indirection operation, which indirectly gives the value at that particular location. So this is indirection operator, not direct value. It is gives value through indirect way. Okay, so there are two operators. Now what is the precedence of the, which one is the more having more precedence? Because here is not any parenthesis. Okay, no brackets. So which operator executes first, which depends on the precedence of the operator. And dot operator having higher precedence than star operator. Okay, dot operator having higher precedence than that of the star operator. So what first executes? First executes P dot roll number. First executes P dot roll number. So what is the meaning of P dot roll number? P dot roll number means it gives you address. Star gives you value at that location. P dot roll number. P is a pointer type of variable. Just P dot roll number. It is actually meaningless, or it does not having any meaning. Because P dot change, there is anything P dot name, P dot roll number, P dot marks is there. Because P, what P stores? P stores address, and address is divided into different parts. No. Understood? What is the meaning? P is not divided into like P dot roll number, P dot name, P dot marks, and P dot marks stores the address of S dot marks. Is it here? No. Okay. Understood? So P dot roll number is a meaningless. Compiler does not understand the meaning of that because of operator precedence. Clear? The meaning is correct, but how actually it executes? It executes like that. First, what executes? First execute at pointer P, but it is not executed first because dot operator having highest precedence. Due to that, it gives you syntactical error. So what is our duty? We want to make execute first what? Pointer P, because what is the meaning of pointer P? P contains the address. Whatever may be the address in the P, value at that address location. So what is the address? Value at that address location, roll number, name and marks. 3 values are there. Okay, and after that, what executes? Dot. What is the use of dot operator? Member accessing operator. After that dot means what? Pointer P dot roll number. Now it gives you result. What is the result? 1. Clear? What is the exact meaning? Okay, so what? We have to give parenthesis here. Otherwise, if we don't give the parenthesis, then dot operator having highest precedence. So P dot roll number execute first, and it is meaningless. It does not having any meaning. So it gives you error. Compiler raise the error. Syntactical error. Okay. So what is the correct notation? First pointer P get executes. So what is the meaning of that? Value at that address location. Whatever may be the address in the P, value at that address location. That is first meaning. After that, which member? There are 3 data members. Okay, that address containing 3 different members. Which members? And member is accessing using member accessing operator. That is dot. So dot name, dot roll number, whatever may be. Clear? So it is a correct notation. But while typing this, always it gives you error because we don't use parenthesis, and it is somewhat typical. Pointer P gives the parenthesis, dot roll number. Okay, it is somewhat difficult to understand. Most of time, user does not understand why to give parenthesis. If we write like that, why it does not execute? Okay, for that purpose, developer of the C creates new operator called as arrow. Okay, understood? So instead of writing pointer, dot and parenthesis, what is the new operator for that? Arrow. So there is one slogan, general slogan. Using pointer type of structure variable, you want to access the data members of the structure. What we use? Arrow operator. And if you access data member of the structures using simple structure variable, then what you use? Dot operator. Clear? Using this also we can access, but it is somewhat difficult to understand. Instead of that, how we can write? Okay, just printf, same line, roll number is equal to percentage d, comma, p arrow roll number. Okay, there is no arrow operator actually on the keyboard. Don't search. Dash and triangular bracket. First dash, okay, and then triangular bracket. Okay, otherwise you search on the keyboard where is the arrow operator. So what is the aim? Using structure pointer variable, when we access the structure data members, what we have to use? Arrow operator. And using structure simple variable, you want to access the structure data members, what we have to use? Dot operator. That is the rule. Clear? It is also working. But instead of that, this one is the simple. What it indicates? This P is nothing, not a simple structure variable. It is a structure pointer type of variable. Clear? After that, when we want to access, suppose name of the student. So name of the student is equal to percentage S, comma, P, arrow, name. Okay, printf marks is equal to percentage F double quotes complete comma T arrow marks. Don't use space. Okay, clear? Or simply you can write parenthesis pointer P dot name parenthesis pointer P dot marks. It is also working. Last is the gate ch curly bracket complete. So this is called as structure pointer. Using structure pointer, we can access the data members of the structure. But before that, before accessing or initializing the values, what structure variable's address must assign to the structure pointer. This is must. Otherwise, no value is accessing from that pointer variable. Clear? Because it must points to that address location. Then only we can access roll number, name, and marks of that particular structure variable. Understood? So we will stop here. Okay.